What's going on, Bears fans? Coming back at you with another edition of Bear Down Forever. I just want to come talk to y'all real quick about a few things that's going on. So, the Bears will they picked up practice on Monday. They had Sunday off, and they will have their first padded practice on Tuesday, and I'm excited about that. So I definitely look forward to that. Um, I know everybody done heard about it and everything, but Ian Rappaport has reported that the Bears have been receiving calls for a trade with Tevin Jenkins, the second round tackle out of Oklahoma State. So, what do y'all think about that? Me personally, I don't think they should trade that. They should trade him. That's just my opinion. I think that he has potential to be extremely good. So I if it was me, if it was my decision, I would let's see if we could just work this thing out. Whatever the issue is, I want to see if we can work it out. So he was a second round pick, number 39 overall, and they had to trade up to get him. I don't remember all the particulars of the trade, but all I know is that if they were to trade him, I don't see any scenario where they get a second round pick unless a team has an injury and they're desperate for a tackle. That's the only scenario I can see it happening. So I'm seeing best case scenario is a fourth round pick, but that's like best case scenario. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be fifth or sixth. If they were to do the trade. But I just don't. I mean, like I said, this is not something that's a fact that's come from the Bears. Like, oh yeah, we're shopping him. It's kind of like the Robert Quinn situation. I mean it could still be some truth to that, but I don't want to go out and say that this is definitely going to happen because he's on the pup list. He's on the PUP, and polls said, I mean not polls, Eberflus said that Tevin Jenkins is he's dealing with something. He didn't say what it was. He said he's dealing with something, and he's dealing with working with the trainers and everything, trying to get it worked out. And he's talked about Thomas Graham Jr. He said that he has a hamstring, so he said he's going to be out for some time, and he said he'll be ready when he's ready. It made me laugh when he said that because and the reason that they're doing this is because they do not have to disclose injuries in training camp. Now, before the games and stuff, yeah, they have to disclose injuries. But he said, listen, if I don't have to disclose injuries right now, I'm not going to. And I said it makes sense because you don't want to give your opponents a leg up on what you're doing and everything. Like with with Lucas Patrick, he had going to have surgery, so okay, yeah, he spoke about that because yeah, that's one thing. But as far as the Tevin Jenkins thing is going on now, again, like we don't know what the issue is, what type of injury it is, but it is what it is. And also, the Bears are their value went up. They're worth $5 billion now, and I think that's awesome. So also, I do also still believe that they're going to get a new home and everything. So, but of course, my humble opinion. And again, I think I want to thank y'all right now for tuning in with me. It means the world to me. Y'all are awesome. Thank y'all. Um, so also, Velus Jones Jr. has been doing his thing, man. Velus Jones Jr. is really, really been doing his thing, and as a Bear fan, I am excited to see what this guy can do once the season starts. I do look forward to preseason. I mean, I do. I watch all the games. I like to see the young players get in, like the roster bubble players, the other rookies and everything. Um, I like to see that type of stuff. I do like. I mean, yeah. I mean, they got Nathan Peterman as the third string quarterback. I really wish, in my heart of hearts, that they would have signed like a younger guy, somebody they could bring up in the system and everything. But they didn't have a young quarterback to begin with, so they wanted more veterans behind them. And I can understand that makes sense. And plus, we all know that Nathan Peterman is just here for camp and the preseason anyway. So um, he'll probably. I don't know if he'll even end up on the practice squad. He probably will because he's going to know the system. So, God forbid, if anything happens, they can bring him up. Um, Also, Jaquan Brisker and Kyler Gordon have been looking great as well. These guys have really been putting on the show. So the Bears' first three draft picks are really, really, really looking good. Now, granted, it's practice, two-hand touch right now because there's no equipment. But on Tuesday, they will have equipment, and that's a great thing. And they're gonna be, get some more contact so you can see what's going on because also rookie Dominic Robinson has been looking good as well. So Jack Sanborn has been looking good. So yeah, so things are looking all right now for the Bears. Still no word on Roquan Smith's contract yet, so that's still a work in progress. I really hope that they can get this settled soon. Um, Roquan has been the leader of this team. He's been the leading tackler. He's been an animal. So I mean, he's just trying to get what's going on around the league. So I think he's definitely going to reset the market, and who knows? I mean, shoot, maybe not even maybe later on this year, he probably. I mean, when we reset the market, he's going to be the highest paid backer. More than likely, I believe that's going to happen. And who knows? I mean, somebody might extend that contract, and they might, do just like when the Bears signed Mac, when they traded for Mac and signed him. The day before, Aaron Donald became the highest defensive player in history, and then Mac came the next day and beat him. But it was weird. But it is what it is. So yeah. So that was the big news. To me. Um, oh, also real quick before I roll, um, NFL Network went to camp and they interviewed Justin Fields and Darnell Mooney, and they both spoke extremely high of each other. And they asked Mooney, they said, like, how do you feel about? I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly what was said, so I'm gonna paraphrase the best way I can. So they was like, how do you feel about going up against the top corners on each team that you face, being that Allen Robinson is not here anymore? And he said, listen, line them up. He said he doesn't care who's in front of him. He wants the best corners because he wants to, show to himself. He's not trying to prove anything to anybody but himself that he's ready, that he's out there for this. So that's about it, y'all. Again, thank y'all for tuning in with me. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to check this Bear fan out because y'all Bear fans and y'all know a bunch of other Bear fans, and come see this Bear fan because I'm just trying to bring y'all the news and everything and just talk about our beloved Bears because y'all love them and we love them because that's why y'all here because y'all love the Bears. So, hey, you know what? Let's do this. Let's bear down forever. We're going to be here forever. We're going to do this together. And I'm hoping that this season, it's going to be amazing. So thank y'all again for checking me out. I'll see y'all again real soon. All right.